Welcome to TYTSports, y'all. It's we got a brand new set. What we decided to do was we went to the thrift store and we found some sweet Spielberg director's chairs. We're pretty sure Spielberg sat in these, right?
I think he sat on the smell it. Can you smell success?
I've already had to sniff the pants.
You never even gave me a...
I don't have to sniff the chair.
You never even gave me a welcome back, Francis. This is the first clip we've done together
Where'd you
in
go?
the week. Well, as you can tell by the whiteness of my skin.
You haven't been here?
I've been in the North Pole.
You haven't been here?
Yeah.
Who was I talking to on these clips the whole time? Just looking.
I think you're talking to yourself. Right, Francis?
I can't get... Where'd he go?
Oh, yeah. That's
Where'd
it.
he go?
You're talking baseball. Yeah, I was in Scotland, and I come back paler. It was amazing, actually. It was just a relaxing trip, just full of family, alcohol. I lost all my money in one day of betting because it was the only day of football that was on. But I hear there's
you
some...
said so boxing. So I made some sportsbook bets and I got all of them wrong. And that was the last time I ever bet on Boxing Day.
I think your bad luck's rubbing off on me because I used to be decent at betting.
Look, here's how it works. Like, usually go on bad streaks, really bad. Ben taught me this, like really bad, like 0-30.
Like a year?
Like a year, and then next year it's just great.
So 2017 is going to be our year.
It's going to be our year.
I say we should probably just go into a New Year's resolution clip after that because we've started this
Yeah,
with the idea that we're going to do another
into a
clip.
New
So
Year's
we'll start it. Jason, what is your New Year's resolution? Is it to be a better?
My New Year's resolution is to make a resolution in like June. Like,
one of those.
First of all, so I'm not a person who's gonna sit here and be like, I don't believe in New Year's resolutions. I think that everyone should have new goals every year. Some life advice, you know, just like you should be setting goals all the time, but like realistic goals. I like the people who are like, I'm gonna solve traffic in Los Angeles. No, you're not. No, you're not.
Who comes up with that goal?
I don't know.
It's like some traffic warden who's
The guy who does like 7-10 a.m. radio is just like, let's go to Tony Jordan with the traffic. She's gonna solve it.
And then she won't have a job.
One day she'll be like, yeah, actually that's a good point.
And then she'll be like, and then go to traffic with Tony. And she's like, there's no traffic. Oh, well, looks like she's redundant.
All right, what's my New Year's resolution? This is gonna sound terrible. My New Year's resolution is to be less nice to people.
You know, I know where you're going with it, so tell me why, because I've worked with you now for a couple
People
years.
mistake kindness for weakness, and no, I'm not just quoting the Rihanna Kanye West song.
Is that like a Rihanna quote?
No, it's no, it's like a phrase. It's probably been used.
Don't
for
mistake
like
my kindness for weakness. Rihanna, 2015.
I love watching those high schoolers. Jason Rubin, 2016. It's an actual one. Somebody commented that on our video. No, it's just a matter of like, sometimes you have to claw at people to get what you want, and sometimes what you want is what's needed to succeed in certain aspects, and we work in a brutal industry. And I think a lot of people know that. It could be superficial. It could be a little backstabby at times. But fortunately, we work with good people. For the most part, we work with very good people. Mm-hmm. So it's more like be a little bit more assertive in getting things done for 2017.
I think that's a realistic expectation. I've worked with you, and you're a nice guy.
Yeah.
You're nice.
Yeah.
Nothing really gets to you in terms of like, I'll come in and I'll be pissed off at some guy parked way too close to me. Have you seen the nerve of that wanker? Park it, and you'll be like, dude,
it's cool. It's not him.
It was me.
It was me. I'm the wanker. I hope by April people are like, you know what? Jason's become a big dick.
Yeah, they're just like, Jason's Twitter's just full of insults just towards people. Hey, get this done. So, and that's one of them he's talking to there. Yeah, so, my resolution is...
What's your revolution?
My revolution. It's to start a revolution.
Start a revolution.
It's in a similar vein, right? So as you know by now, like sports in politics is two of the kind of main areas where I'm focusing on it at TYT. It's nothing to do with either of those. It's to find stuff that I want to do outside of work that fulfills me, right?
New hobbies?
Yeah, new hobbies. Like I love golf. I'm pretty good at golf and I like to play it quite a lot. I've kind of lost touch with how much football I play. And I feel like I need to get back in touch with that. But recently, before I finished the year, I was coaching, and I really enjoyed it. It was like an escape, just to help kind of return me to reality. Because as you mentioned, this industry is very quick. Everything you have to think on your feet. You have to always be looking for the next quest. And when I just went home there at 2016, at the end of 2016 now, I'm sure, I don't know when this is going up. It's
going at the end of this.
I think it's 2018. I don't know, I've lost track of the year.
What year are we in?
Like 2016 was a guff year. There's no doubt. It was tough for a lot of things, even if it's politics, at times for sports, but it also was a magnificent year. And I think that it kind of just brought me back to reality that you can keep chasing all these expectations, all these things you want to do, but once you get there and that's not satisfying you, then chasing it further is not going to help you reach that level of satisfaction or that level of happiness.
It's hard to hit that point. Like, here's an example. Great book, Creativity Inc. You'd literally like it too. It's about a workplace environment. It's the guy who created the workplace environment for Pixar.
Yeah.
And by the way, Pixar. Everyone loves Pixar. If you don't love Pixar, you have no soul.
Yeah.
Finding Nemo, The Incredibles, Toy Story. Basically, when he made Toy Story, after he finished Toy Story 1, that was his goal.
Yeah.
And even when he got the mainstream success and millions and millions of dollars at being the greatest animated movie of all time, he hit a low, a depressive low, because he's like, I don't know what to do now.
Yeah.
I hit my goal. I don't want that to happen.
No, no, and I think that let's just take a nice turn into Deepville. We're plunging into Pacific. We've got an anchor.
Population.
I'm going down.
2.
I'm taking you down. Deepville.
Oh my God.
Population. That's the comments are bad already. Look at all these people that we've lost in 2016, right? Some of these monumental figures. I mean, the last week has been disastrous. We've seen Carrie Fisher. We've seen
Save the Universe.
Yeah, we've seen George Michael, and then before that, we've seen Prince and David Bowie. Not as much with David Bowie, but look at those specific, like George Michael, Prince, Carrie Fisher. Like they've all battled with addiction problems, with mental illness, and somewhere along the line, all these horrible tragedies tie back together because. The way I look at it is these are people that many people would kill to be.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like they want to be, they want to walk out to the street and have everyone yell their name and want pictures. And even with the likes of like Kanye West turmoil on the side, like you got to be careful what you wish for because when you want all that, it comes with a burden of never being able to do things that necessarily normal people do without being continuously pestered. And I had a real epiphany. I don't know if I'm going to be the next Anderson Cooper in politics or the next Stephen A. Smith.
Your hair will never be as white as
It'll never be as white as his.
Yeah.
But even with that comes a relative.
Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah, Stephen A. Smith in basketball.
I just like that that's where your mind went to.
I don't know why, I'm just
I
thinking
will
of
either
it.
be Anderson Cooper or Stephen A. Smith.
That is the catastrophe that you just said. The Blake Griffin over Carmelo.
I like it goes.
I can't even.
The best recent Stephen A. rant was 2-3 weeks ago when they the Broncos are out of the playoffs and they're the reigning Super Bowl champions, and you put respect on the champion. Yeah, but
he could be the announcer for The Rock.
He's great. He should be.
Yeah, when The Rock was coming out, on the way out, like to the ring, he could have been an announcer for him.
Is The Rock going to be the biggest known name in 2017? Because it's
That's
been
an
a rise in
interesting
2016.
He's had a great year. I mean, I thought Central Intelligence, that was 2016, right?
Central Intelligence.
That was really
the
funny.
CIA. They're going to be like, our Central Intelligence Agency now
They're not
run
going to have
by
a good year.
The Rock.
But that movie with Kevin Hart was a great year. But to
Was a good
get
year.
back to it, yeah, it's...
Sorry,
So
go
no,
on.
it's...
Back to
we
Deepville.
tangent, this is what happens. So the final thing is, just find things... Doesn't mean that it's going to detract away from my ambition. I'm very ambitious. I want to do things. But you can be ambitious, but also be satisfied in things that aren't work-related.
Yes.
And I think that's what I want to do is like...
Find
I want to
balance.
Yeah, find a balance. I think I got drunk like 3 times last year. Like actually hammered.
That's it?
Yeah.
You're so,
I've not
it's
been
like
hammered.
they
It's
treat
Scottish.
it.
It should be in my blood.
They treat it like vacation, not they as in Scottish, like psychology.
Yeah.
There's a study, and there's been studies that have proven that you're supposed to take, I think, 4 weeks total of vacation per year. And when they say vacation, they mean like no work emails, no focus, spend time with family, go to the beach, go rock club, whatever you do for vacation. I think the same should be said for getting a little bit drunk.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, Mark Maron talks about this all the time. He's a comedian. He says 2 things. He goes, I don't prep because preparation is for cowards. How do you really know how much if you don't just go in completely unprepared? Which I don't agree with. That's just funny. But his second one is like, how much could you possibly really know about yourself if you've never lost complete control a couple times during the year?
Yeah.
And he raises like an observational point, mostly being like, lose yourself a couple of times a year. You know, don't overdo it.
Yeah,
But get close.
Sometimes you just need to lose yourself in the music, the moment.
Oh,
you
God.
own it.
I knew
You
you were
gotta
gonna do
never
it.
let it go, because you only get one shot.
I just, all I
And do
think
not
about,
miss your chance.
All thing I think about now with that is the mom spaghetti version of it. All
Yeah,
it
it's
is
like,
is
just
lose
keep-
yourself, mom spaghetti. It's just a bunch of mom spaghetti. Mom spaghetti.
All right,
Yes.
we've wrapped it on, I think, but it's time for you to flood the comment section with undoubtedly some absurd New Year's resolutions in there. One of which will
Revolutions.
be revolutions.
The American New Year's Revolution.
Will be like one will be like bone your mom,
Oh.
bone your mom again.
Yeah, actually, I'll leave it at this. If people who made it this far to the video, and they're not going to like it, but it's something that I'm going to do. I won't be reading comments in 2017 and going forward. And there's a reason for that. I should probably do a separate video on this. and this is only going to come off as rude, and I don't mean it to, because there's a part of me that loves the comment section. I have more to do here and in other work environments, as in preparation, pre-production, post-production, actually shooting, that reading the comments does not necessarily help me in any really fundamental way. But tweet at me. If there's an error research-wise, you tweet it at me. I will always check Twitter and Instagram.
I was going to actually
I'm not saying I'm going to deny talking to the viewers. Never will that happen. But tweet it at us.
It might work in favour because you've been doing it a lot in 2016, and I think I'm going to make an effort on the opposite end. YouTube comments when I can get to them, but definitely on Twitter interacting as much as I can, because it is interesting to gauge, especially I had a really long conversation, Twitter conversation, so 140 characters per message with someone who was trying to argue back about Zlatan's impact in the Premier League. And
how dare they?
It was such an absurd, I mean, you don't tweet at Zlatan. Zlatan accepts your tweets.
Yeah, exactly. Did you see the person who left all the comments?
Yeah, those were great. I referenced a few of them.
Zlatan doesn't look both ways. The car does.
Zlatan took a lie detector test, and the lie detector confessed everything. Leave your best Zlatan 2016 comments in there, and come back, I'm sure, for another fun-filled, informative, sports-heavy 2017.